The most rewarding part, I think, actually came after the experiment. I would say the proposal, right? But I think the most rewarding part actually came after, in that, like, we're still together, we're still like figuring it out. So we're not married. We're not married, but we are still together, and we're working through it, girl. We're working through it, taking a day at a time.
Well, Shanique is actually in San Fran for work, but we're obviously living in Austin, Texas together right now, and we're just enjoying the journey, enjoying every minute of it.
Oh no, I'm still on board for the babies and the marriage. No, we definitely feel that, like, the ultimatum had to happen the way it did. For us to kind of get to the point where we are. Like, it was not like an easy process by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it took that for us to kind of reveal certain things about our relationship and ourselves, and then we can work on those things, and now we're just kind of in the rebuilding phase still.
Man, I guess for the hardest part, sorry, the dog's right there. I guess the hardest part was just, you think you're ready for something like this. You know, you talk about it with your partner, like, hey, like, we're gonna go in here, you know, be headstrong. We're gonna make sure but once you get around those cameras, and once these, you know, you meet these people and just realize, like, wow, this is real life. That is something that you just don't take into account until you get into that experience. And I think it's something that we've never experienced it before. So it was just a new environment to be in. And, you know, my first time there, I didn't want to be open at all. I didn't want to be vulnerable. I didn't want to share my faults. I didn't want to, because I just didn't want to put myself out there like that. But it wasn't until I did that I realized that, like, wow, like, you have so much to grow. You have to grow in this way. And once I did that, and I could just see the difference it made, it helped the relationship.
Yeah, the most rewarding part, I think, actually came after the experiment. I would say the proposal, right? But I think the most rewarding part actually came after, in that, like, we're still together, we're still like figuring it out, and we're actually grateful that we went through that. And it didn't feel like we were going to be very grateful as we were going through it at all. Like, I wasn't very grateful at the time. But I think that was the most rewarding part, seeing that the things that we called out that we wanted to work on, we're actually working on them, and it's feeling right. Like, our relationship is feeling right.
Absolutely. We keep in touch with just about everybody. A lot of people move to different cities and states, but for the ones that still live in Austin, we still hang out just about every weekend. Even the ones that moved away, we still keep in contact. We have this big group chat. We just, you know, we're all supporting each other in our own way. So yeah. I think that's kind of what helped us kind of get through this. Funny enough, for the most part, everybody was friends. So.
Man.
Yeah. Looking back on it, I think we all had some type of villain in us.
Yeah.
I think we all had some type of villain to our current partner, the person that we came in with, and the person that we were staying with. Not saying that the villain had to be such a negative person, but I just think that we all kind of had some toxic traits we need to work on. And sweetheart, I don't know. Who do you think, Shanique? Who do you think is a sweetheart?
The sweetheart. Well, this is our friend, so I don't know. I think we're a little biased in that, because you know, we are cool with everyone. I think we're just probably closest to, like, Jake and Ray right now. But yeah, I got a back door with Randall on that. I think everyone had some, like, villainous moments. And then to your point, Sydney, I think we all were also able to kind of show our vulnerability in a way where maybe we looked like sweethearts too. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say everybody was a bit of both.